I trust you're doing well. Welcome to the broadcast. Now on to our top story this afternoon. The deputy presidential running mate of Professor George Wajakoya in the 2022 August elections, Justina Wamai, has stated that she was never the deputy party leader of Roots Party. In an exclusive interview on TV47 Friday night, Wamai revealed that the new changes in leadership affected on Roots Party don't affect her, as she resigned on the 2022 of September 2022, and that the party leader Wajakoya ensured she remained an ordinary member. Wajakoya and Wamai, who garnered 61,969 votes, were in the State House race with Agano parties in the State House race with David Mwaure, Azimio's Raila Odinga, and the now President William Samoei Ruto of Kenya Kwanza. Now, I'm being informed that story is being prepared. It will be with us in a few minutes from now. And definitely our team is working on that story, and they will be bringing it to us in a few minutes from now. But moving on, forensic experts from the Directorate of Criminal Investigations are currently inspecting a helicopter belonging to Pokot South Member of Parliament David Kosing. Now, the helicopter is alleged to have been used to ferry supplies to bandits in the north. The helicopter in question is also believed to have ferried some suspects from the Kitale law courts after the MP posted their bail. Let's link up with my colleague Sylvia Nyongesa, who is covering the exercise. Good afternoon, Sylvia. It is good to see you. Kindly bring us up to speed with what is currently transpiring.
Well, good afternoon, Dennis. I'm currently at the Wilson Airport in Nairobi, and we are just waiting for the forensic experts from the DCI who are currently inspecting the helicopter that allegedly belongs to the Pokot South Member of Parliament, David Kosing, who, by the way, the helicopter is alleged to have been used to ferry some of the supplies to the banditry stricken regions. Apart from that, also, the helicopter has also been believed to have been used to ferry some of the 7 suspects that had been arraigned at the Kitale law courts after the MP paid their bail. So that prompted the DCI officers to say that they will be inspecting that helicopter, and right now they are inside. Now, because of security reasons, we have not been allowed to go in and take a look at what the forensic experts are actually looking for in that helicopter. But I believe that after they are finished with it, we will have an opportunity to speak with either the lawyers of the MP or the DCI experts who will be bring us up to speed with what they have found there. Remember that the Pokot South Member of Parliament, David Kosing, was arrested at his office, and he has been undergoing grilling sessions. Last evening, he was released from the DCI headquarters, and they had informed his lawyers that in case they will need him to appear again to answer more questions, they will be calling him back. But for now, he has been let free. But of course, also that depends on what they will be finding in that helicopter that they are now inspecting, Dennis. And even this also goes on even as a joint operation is still ongoing in those areas between the KDF and the Kenya Police Service. So we are here just stand by waiting to see what they will be telling us after they are done with that forensic inspection. In the meantime, we are just communicating with some of the lawyers of Mheshimiwa David Kosing, and Nelly Malinya has just informed us that they will be speaking to us later on after they finish with the inspection. Dennis.
Right, it is our reporter Sylvia Nyongesa who's currently following up on that story. Of course, she will be following up on it as it develops, and she will be updating us further on it as it develops in our subsequent bulletins. But moving on, stakeholders in the health sector from Meru, Tharaka Nithi and Isiolo counties have decried an increase in TB infections in Kenya, warning that by the year 2030, Kenya will no longer qualify for international support against tuberculosis. According to Duncan Barkebo from the USAID, the fight against TB, mainly in the grassroots areas, will see the use of technology being revamped. The leaders are now calling for public-private partnership, this even as they want the government to increase the funding to fight TB. Take a look. I'm also being informed that story is being prepared and will be coming to us in a few minutes from now. Now, shifting focus to Kitui County, where Kitui County has unearthed a 123 million shillings fraudulent deals between 91 county government officials and contractors. This is after the pending bills task force committee handed over their report of the sitting governor that most of the pending claims were illegal as there was no work done on the ground. The governor, Julius Malombe, said the legal action will be taken against the officers who are involved in this mess.
Interest and costs, which was coming to 533.
We will not hesitate to remove such people. Even sasa wale ambao walikuwa wanahusika kwa hiyo tabia. Should we leave it like that? Tukisema huyu si mzuri, are we bad people?
So where money was paid fraudulently, recovery proceedings should be instituted and county staff who are involved to be surcharged. Actually, the contractor pays and the staff pays. Suspected fraudulent claims should be forwarded to investigating agencies for further action. This one, they need to go to EACC because we need to deter this kind of practice.
West Pokot members of County Assembly have called on the arrest of Turkana South Member of Parliament John Ariko for what they termed as incitements and use of hate speech against leaders of West Pokot County. Addressing the media at a Kitale hotel, leaders asked government to conduct a banditry flush-out operation in accordance with the law without harming locals.
We note with great concern that the government has decided to recruit and arm NPR in the Turkana, Elgeyo Marakwet and Baringo counties and have refused to allocate NPR to West Pokot County. While we do not have any objection with the recruitment of the NPR by the government, we are opposed to the discriminative action by the government.
Na mimi nataka nimwambie Mheshimiwa Rais, sisi sasa hivi Pokot hatuna mtu ambaye ni mwakilishi wetu katika ikulu. Na anoka kwa ikulu. Sisi tumeshukia kwamba sangine yeye ndio ameanza kuchoshea mambo huko ndani, kusikana na wale wengine wakubwa wa security. Na sisi tumeangalia hiyo maneno na italeta shida sana. Na mimi nataka nimwambie watu hata ambaye wanatetea mambo ya usalama kupitia mambo ya human right, waingilia hata hii maneno kwa maana sisi sasa wamama wako wanahangaika.
Maduka imefungwa huko Karaya. Watu wamefunga duka huko Amaler. Watu wamefunga maduka huko Sigor. Hata baka Marich watu wamefunga maduka. Hata Lomut. So tunauliza serikali, kama watu wanafunga maduka, tunasaidia usalama ama tunaumiza jamii?
Let us not incite people. Maneno ambayo tunatumia yasiwe maneno ya kuchochea watu wetu. Tuchague maneno kama viongozi ili tupate suluhisho ya usalama. Lakini katika kuchochea ya kwamba kabila fulani ni mbaya, you make even the youth of these people become volatile. Kwa hivyo tafadhali tunaomba tutumie lugha ambayo ni lugha nzuri. Na tutumie mifano mizuri ya vile watu wanavyoishi.
And on the same breath, West Pokot County Commissioner Apollo Okello has asked locals to report any suspicious cases of bandits in the area. Okello said the KDF and police deployed in the area to flush out bandits will not spare anyone suspected to be involved in banditry and cattle rustling activities. On Thursday, the KDF launched a thorough operation to bring all banditry activities culprits to book in a mission to restore peace along the Kerio Valley Belt. Okello addressed the media shortly after attending a meeting that brought together all security stakeholders in West Pokot County to allow police officers to share the challenges they go through while in the line of duty. Views that were submitted to a David Maraga-led task force to review challenges facing the National Police Service.
I want to say that West Pokot County is generally peaceful, and as we are talking, we do not have major security challenges. Whatever challenges which is being experienced is affecting our neighboring county, that is Turkana, and it is being construed that it is in West Pokot. I want to put it clear that recently we lost security officers in Turkana South when they were undertaking their duties. There are about 3 firearms which we have been which have been surrendered, and these are basically the firearms which were used by the bandits who gunned down our police officers in Turkana. And I think those 3 have been surrendered through the efforts of national government administrative officers at the lower level, that is the chiefs and assistant chief and the peace committees and elders. They have been able to recover.
Now, the Azimio Brigade will take the rally to Kisumu County today, the home turf of Azimio leader Raila Odinga. The Orange Democratic Party leadership has cautioned rebel members of parliament and other leaders who have leaned towards Kenya Kwanza coalition against attending Saturday's Azimio rally in Kisumu. Kisumu ODM party chairman Paul Akeo said the leaders who recently met President William Ruto against the party's rules were not welcome at the rally.
Well, thank you very much, Dennis Otieno. We are right here at the Moi Stadium, just outside the Moi Stadium, whereby the Azimio rally will be held. And as you can see behind me is whereby some of the tents, they have arranged the tent and the dais whereby the guests, especially the Azimio leadership, will be sitting, and also the residents area will be just standing somewhere here because they are not able to access the main stadium, that is Moi Stadium. So they have opted to do this rally just outside the main Moi Stadium. So earlier on we had with the Azimio leader had a meeting with leaders from this region, Nyanza region, especially maybe to iron out and put his house in order, especially now that we have seen rebels within the ODM party. So earlier on, around mid-morning, he had some meeting with the Azimio leaders from Nyanza region, and we are sure, or we have some instinct that maybe he could be speaking about just keeping the ODM house just in order to ensure that maybe we have no more rebels. Also, we are joined by some few residents here in Kisumu, just to tell us, ndugu yangu karibu sana, na tuambie wewe kama mkazi wa Kisumu, pengine rally hii ina manufaa gani kwako?
Kusema kweli, kwa majina mimi naitwa Nyongo, lakini sio governor, hiyo ni Nyongo kwa Jaluo Otieno Nyango. Ningependa kushukuru siku ya leo vile tuko hapa, tumekuja. Jana tulikuwa Kisii na leo tuko hapa kwa niari ya baba. Alituambia lazima tukuje kwa sababu baba, unajua ni watu, baba ni rais wa Jamhuri wa Kenya mwenye ambaye alichaguliwa na kanyang'anywa kura, lakini sisi bado tuko nyuma yake. Akituambia chochote tutafuata mpaka dakika ya mwisho. Wacha tungoje rally. Alituambia rally itakuwa 18, amesafanya 5. Tunangoja nyingine maombi siku ya Wednesday, tutaenda Nairobi, tutamfuata huko. Lakini leo tunamsubiri, tumesema bado kuna mkutano. Baada ya mkutano anakuja hapa, tumsikie vichenye ataongea, alafu tumkaribishe wageni wake.
Kuna wale viongozi kutoka eneo hili ambalo waliweza kukiasi chama cha ODM na kujiunga na wakufanya kazi na Rais William Ruto. Pengine wewe kama mkazi wa Kisumu, hisia zako ni gani?
Unajua baharini ni kubwa, huwezi enda na kibuyu imetoboka kwa baharini, unataka kuchota maji ya baharini umalize. You are wasting your time. Azimio iko imara na tuko nyuma ya Raila. Sisi hawa walienda waende tu, lakini hawa ni kuko na ruhusiwa mahindi. Wanakuwa kisana ruhusiwa mahindi wanakula, lakini hawajui hiyo mahindi toka wapi. They are wasting their time. Sisi tuko Azimio, tunaunga baba mkono, wenye walienda waende, wengine wanataka kuenda waende tu, lakini sisi bado tumesimama imara na Raila na timu yake.
Kuna wale wakazi ama watu wenye wanasema kwamba sasa ni wakati, siasa ziliisha, sasa ni wakati wa nchi kuendelea ama kupata maendeleo. Pengine wewe unaonaje kuhusu swala hili na mikutano ya Raila?
Siasa kama ingeisha hatungekuwa hapa, kwa sababu ni kitu mbaya ambayo ilichaguliwa na tukutarajia. Tunataka turekebishe hii nchi kuwe sawa sawa. Wakati wa Moi wa dictatorship iliisha. Hiyo vile mambo Ruto anasema hatuwezi kubali kukuwa na wabunge. Wanaunua tu hao wabunge. Lakini nchi Raila kama haku, nchi itaenda straight vile inatakikana iende hivi. Kwa hivyo sisi tuko nyuma yake. Hao wenye wanasema hatutaki kujua, waende tu. Sisi bado tuko tu hapo kwa Azimio. Azimio sio Wajaluo. Kila kabila Kenya mzima wako huko, wako hapo ndani. Ukiangalia Wanandi wako, Wakikuyu wako, Kalenjin, all tribe wako ndani ya Azimio. Raila si wa Wajaluo peke yake. Yeah.
Asante sana.
Mungu akubariki.
Asante sana.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, Dennis, you have heard some of the sentiments from residents here in Kisumu, just saying that they are just behind what the Azimio La Umoja is doing, the rallies that is calling them people's barazas to ensure they engage residents from all corners of this country. So basically, we will be keeping updates our viewers in our subsequent bulletin. From Kisumu, I am Onesmus Baraka. Back to you in studio.
And some leaders in the country have actually castigated Raila Odinga for having double standards. Remember, they're saying that Raila Odinga was part of the Nusum Kate government, being pro-handshake, of course, after shaking hands with Mwai Kibaki in the year 2008, and also in the latter stages when he shook hands with the former president, that is Uhuru Kenyatta. They've gone ahead to castigate him for having such stern action against members of the ODM party who went to State House and met with President William Ruto. It is a developing story. Our reporter from Kisumu County, Onesmus Baraka, will be following up on it, and he will be updating us further on it as it develops in our subsequent bulletins. But moving on, the ODM nominated member of County Assembly, Amos Liyai, will have to wait longer to know his fate after Kakamega High Court scheduled a different date for his appeal case to determine whether he should hold the office or not. Geoffrey Mitalo petitioned the court to nullify Liyai's nomination, saying the respondent was not lawfully nominated in accordance with the constitution of the ODM party. Mitalo compelled the ODM party to nominate the minority and not a youth in the assembly. Liyai, who is representing the youths in the assembly, lost the case in the lower court before appealing to the High Court. The High Court Judge Patrick Otieno ordered status quo until the determination of the case, but Liyai should deposit an equivalent of 3 months' salary as security in court within 21 days. Liyai is among the 30 nominated MCAs in Kakamega County. The High Court will give directions on the case on 27th February 2023.
Envisage a situation where if it refuses to grant stay, the respondent is gazetted and takes the office, then the appeal succeeds in that event, then the entire process would have to be done and redone again as being untidy and involves the application of public processes in an efficient manner. The court is that of the view that status quo be maintained by another stay so that the appeal is tracked as already directed on the 26th of January 2022. Such an order, however, keeps away the first respondent from the fruits of litigation already yielded and exposes him to the obvious possibility of loss of benefits associated with the office for the period it shall take to conclude the appeal. If the appeal succeeds, he shall suffer no loss indeed. However, if the appeal fails, he would have suffered the expected benefits that were to accrue to him from the date of the judgment in the lower court till the judgment on appeal is delivered. I consider those benefits to be the measure of security to be imposed by the court. The court therefore grants stay pending appeal, but on terms that the record of appeal and submissions are filed as ordered on 26th of January 2023, and further that the appellant deposits in court the sum equivalent to 3 months gross salary of the office of a member of a county assembly, less any statutory deductions. The sum be deposited in court within 21 days from today. I give you a mentioned date on the 27th of February 2023 for further directions.
Honorable Amos Liyai filed the appeal with respect to the judgment that was delivered by the lower court. So we challenged that finding, and that is why we're in court. Now the court has made a decision that the Honorable Liyai remains in office as the appeal is being conversed, subject to Mr. Liyai depositing in court 3 months gross salary, which sum is a security for costs. Then we are coming back to court again on 27th of February for further directions, so that on that day the court will give directions as to how and when the appeal will be heard.
Now, let's get back to a story that I'd posed to you a little bit earlier. Stakeholders in the health sector from Meru, Tharaka Nithi and Isiolo counties have decried an increase in tuberculosis infections in Kenya, warning that by the year 2030, Kenya will no longer qualify for international support against TB. According to Duncan Barkebo from the USAID, the fight against TB, mainly in the grassroots areas, will see the use of technology being revamped. The leaders are now calling for public-private partnership. This, even as they want the government to increase the funding to fight tuberculosis.
Niko hapa kwa niaba ya Meru County tukiwa na our team with the coordination with other 3 counties kwa sababu ya kuongea maneno ya kuhusu ugonjwa huu wa TB. Ni kweli kabisa imekuwa tisho kwa the counties, especially our Meru County. Hii ugonjwa wa TB imekuwa menace in our areas, but we have decided as a political class to make sure we have invested enough to this program of TB.
Kuna hii teknolojia mpya ya kuchunguza kifua kikuu inaitwa Gene Expert Technology ambayo inaweza kuchunguza kifua kikuu kwa masaa machache na iweze pia kuchunguza kama hiyo aina ya chembe viini inaweza kuwa na ile TB sugu ambayo imeweza kuchunguzwa na kisha kwamba ni ile ugonjwa sugu wa TB ambayo haisikii ama haitibiwi na hizi dawa za kawaida. Hii teknolojia mpya iko katika kila county, lakini huku Meru na Tharaka Nithi tumeweza kuweka chache kidogo ili kuweza kuhakikisha kwamba wale wananchi wana dalili za TB waweze kufikia.
Kuhakikisha kwamba yale yote tumejadili hapa tutaeleza wakubwa wetu ndio tuone ya kwamba yamefanyika, ndio tuweze kupambana na hili janga la TB. Kwa sasa tunasema ni shukrani sana kwa wale wameweza kufadhili huu mkutano. Tunashukuru pia serikali kuu kwa ile support wameweza kutupea mpaka wa sasa, na haswa serikali za county.
Now, from improving health in the country to alleviating hunger in most parts of the country, the Bungoma County government has launched a relief food program that targets needy families that have been affected by striking hunger in the county. Speaking at the county headquarters during the flagging off of the relief food, Area Governor Kenneth Lusaka says that the special program intends to reach needy families, urging county leaders to identify needy cases. Today, internally displaced people from Mount Elgon constituency who live in caves were targeted.
Our special program department, we've also been asking well-wishers to assist us with some food. So this is just one of the first programs that we are launching to assist the needy in our county. It's not as a government to see anybody suffer anywhere. So today we are flagging off some foodstuffs to the needy people. They will be given within the county, and this will be an ongoing program. So we, like I said, it's not a big, a long event. It's just a brief event. I'll be flagging them off. They will be taken, and please make sure that it actually gets to the needy